Hello learners, welcome to our next virtual learning for the day. I hope you are all doing well. Alright, today we have integrated science, and our strand is diversity of matter, and our substrand is Resin. And let us look at our learning objectives for the day. By the end of the day, we should be able to explain Resin and its causes. Explain Resin and its causes. Number 2, explain the effect of Resin on iron. Explain the effects of Resin on iron. And the last question is ways of preventing Resin. Ways of preventing Resin. This is what we need to get, or what we need to know at the end of the lesson. Now today, what are we learning today? Today we want to focus on Resin. Now in our previous lesson, we've learned metals and non-metals. And we said metals are materials that can conduct heat and electricity, whilst non-metals cannot conduct heat and electricity. And we mentioned some examples of metals. We said gold, silver, copper, and so forth. And we said non-metals are oxygen, wood, plastic, rubber, and so forth. Now today we want to look at what causes Resin, or what is Resin. Now before then, let us look at our starter for the day. We have Resin, corrosion, and atmosphere. Resin, corrosion, and atmosphere. Alright? Now, what is Resin? What is Resin? Now, I believe that some of you have tools or working materials that involve metals. At home, you look around, you see holes, you see cutlasses, or you see any working tools. It could be axe or any other thing that they use for farm activities, isn't it? Now, look at those things around you. Are they properly put in a safer place, or they have been exposed to the environment or the atmosphere? Have they been kept well, oil or greased well, or they have been put under the atmosphere, which is being covered by what you call a flaky material or substance? Anyway, today we want to know what is meant by Resin. Some materials or some metals or ions are being put under atmospheric condition, which is affected by Resin through oxygen and water. Now, first of all, we want to know what Resin is. Now, what is Resin? We say Resin is when a metal reacts with the oxygen and moisture present in the atmosphere to form a brown flaky substance. A brown flaky substance. So as I said earlier, most farmers or people who work in industries or companies, after working, they do not keep those tools and equipments at a safer place. What they do is that they expose them to the atmosphere. For example, during rainy season, you see some of the machines or the working equipment and tools has been exposed or scattered around. So what happens is that when it rains, the rain gets in contact with those tools and machines, and then what happens is that when sun shines, what happens is that it creates what you call a brown layer of flaky substance on the surface of the tools, of the working tools or the equipment. And then as time goes on, when you take that particular tool or that machine to work, it will be blunt. It means that the level of friction will be low, which means the machine will not be able to work how you want it to work, right? So this is how we mean by Resin. We want to know what causes resin, causes of resin. And I said the first one is what? Oxygen, into brackets air. When machines, tools, or equipment are being exposed to the atmospheric conditions, for example, oxygen, moisture, into brackets water, they form what you call a brown layer or flaky substance. Sometimes they are brown on the surface of that particular tool or working machine, to prevent it from working sharper or the way we want it to work. And the second one is what? Water. When you leave your hole or your cutlass in the compound for some times, or 1 week or 2 weeks, what happens is that when you want to use it to work or to clear the bush, what happens is that it doesn't work well. Why? The yellow brown layer or the flaky substance on the surface of the cutlass cannot enable the cutlass to be sharp, where it prevents or it reduces the friction or the level at which or the speed at which that particular cutlass is supposed to function. That is what I mean. Now we want to talk about effects of resin on iron. Effects of resin on iron or metals, right? Or metals. And we said resin makes iron weaker. Yes, as I said earlier, most machines or tools and equipment cannot work or become weaker. As time goes on, they cannot work effectively. For example, caterpillar, cutlass, and hoe, right? And the next one is sometimes holes appear on iron surface due to resin. For example, what we see, that is zinc or aluminium. What we normally see is that when the builders they are roofing buildings, what happens is that they normally use the nail and a hammer for building, and the hole that they create on that particular zinc or the roofing sheets, when it rains, the rain gets in contact with the nail, which creates resin. As time goes on, it will form a brown layer of flaky substance on the surface of that particular nail. And as time goes on, the nail will be wearing away, and then you see that resin begin to occur. And then the last one is construction work is also affected by resin. For example, machines. Most constructors normally after working, they don't grease or oil their machines. They just leave it like that, and when it rains, it gets in contact with the machines and wear them away or makes them weaker. That is what I mean. Now we want to look at ways of preventing resin. How do we prevent resin? And we say the first one is painting. To prevent resin or occurring on the surface of metal or creating flaky substance on the surface of a metal, you have to paint it. That is why we have to paint our working machines or tools, right, or metals. The one we use for working, we have to paint them to prevent resin. Now the second one is greasing or oiling. After working, we have to use what we call greasing or oil to grease or oil our machines or our tools, so that they can be kept well for us to use them to work effectively. And the next one is coating of some other metals, coating of some other metals. The word coating. We know that zinc and tin does not corrode. The word corrode or corrosion is a gradual removal of materials on the surface of metal due to atmospheric conditions such as air and water. So now zinc and tin here do not what? Corrode, or that what? Do not what? Wear away. So what we're supposed to do here is that anytime you have working machines, hoe, cutlasses and other things, we use what? Zinc and tin to what? To coat it or to cover the surface of it to prevent rusting. That is what it means. So in our homes, we can practice this by using what? Zinc and tin, which is called coating, or what? Using it on the surface of the machines or the tools after working to prevent rusting. I hope you understand today's lesson. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.